Hello all YouTube watchers. Today I'll be showing the new user of the level D767, basically what everything is and how to get the aircraft started up from cold dark all the way to engine start switching. I'll be walking you through everything in the aircraft flow. So let's get started. Okay, first off, here you have the overhead panel. What you want to do is you want to go to the battery switch here. That's the battery here. Click the on button and make sure standby power is on auto, which is already set for us. And then you go to ground call right there. Ground call here. Want to click connect external power number 2. So it calls the ground crew and have them connect
Go ahead,
external
Captain.
power.
Please connect external power.
Roger.
So you'll see here an available lights come here. So we click it and
External power connected.
so we click it on. As you can see here, it gets the power from the ground to the aircraft. Okay, let's go through the overhead panel first. Okay, here that's the IRS that is used to verify your position in the flight management computer. So you want to click, put those to align. Whoops, align. Verify that the align light's on and the fault light is not on. We'll go to your flight management computer. Gotta click on it. It doesn't work in the virtual cockpit, only 2D. Go to FMC. Of course, we're at Princess Juliana International Airport. Tango November Charlie Mike. Gotta set that in reference airport. Select it. And okay, let's go to the next one. Here are the yaw dampers. Here are the electric engine continuous. That's your hydraulics. That's essential to move your flight controls and flaps and ailerons, etc. I'll leave those two on and those are off for now. There's the APU generator, bus size switches, utility bus. Let's start the APU in the next minute. So the APU takes about 60 seconds to boot up. And here, those are the emergency exit lights. You want to arm those. Passenger oxygen, you want to make sure it's blank. Remember, turbine is blank. Engine start switch, you want to set, where's that, to right. And we'll leave them. Fuel jettison is used to dump fuel. Fuel pumps, we have 4 fuel pumps here. Aft, right forward, left aft, left forward, and 2 center tanks in case the center tank has fuel. And those are the crossfeed in case we have a fuel imbalance. So we put on the crossfeed. Notice here the pressure light's not on because the APU is using fuel from that left forward pump. That is your amount of fuel on board. We're currently with 160,600 pounds of fuel. We have all 3 tanks full. That's the wing and engine anti-ice. And here are your lights. You now have your position light on. Those are the taxi lights, glare shield, ISN. Those are basically used when you're flying at night. Light overhead panel. Those are at night. Logo light. You want to put that on. Runway turn off light, taxi lights, landing lights. You want to keep those off for now. Let's go to the next column. Cargo heat, window heat is on, and of course the APU started, so we don't need external power. So we call the ground crew, have them disconnect external power.
Cockpit to ground.
Put the packs to
Go
auto.
ahead, Captain.
APU bleeder
Please
on.
remove external power.
As you can see here, there's seatbelt sign, no smoking sign.
Roger.
Cabin altitude, we'll set that before takeoff. It'll be about 20 feet for Princess
External
Juliana.
power disconnected.
That's the cabin altitude and cab pressurization, equipment cooling, the door, the flight deck door if it's locked. That is used for air conditioning and whatnot, and packs. And here you have a bleeder, that's the APU bleeder, engine bleeder to supply air to start the engines. Okay, let's go over here now. Let's zoom back a little bit. That is your front during the flight. That is the primary flight display. As you can see here, that's the attitude indicator or the ADI. That's your airspeed indicator. That's another airspeed indicator. Note that it's at 30. It starts moving from 30 knots. The needle here starts moving. That's your HSI, which is used to see your route. That's your ADF and VOR. That's your radio altimeter. That's your altimeter to show your altitude from ground level. And here you want to set your local altimeter settings, which is now is at 29092. Your vertical speed indicator, which basically tells you how fast you're climbing or how fast you're descending. That's a chronograph or chronometer for the clock to time your flight. Those are standby. That's a standby attitude indicator, standby altimeter, standby airspeed indicator. And here you have your auto brakes, RTO of course for rejected takeoff, and level 1, 2, 3, 4 or maximum when you're landing. And here are your engine displays. As you can see here, here's the outside air temperature. Those are caution warning. We can cancel those. Click here. So that is your N1, your EGT, N2, fuel flow, oil temp, oil pressure. And you go here to status. You'll see your flight controls are centered, and your fuel AGT and hydraulic quantity right here, and that is your fuel configuration. It doesn't now, and that's the mode. That's our thrust reference here. It says takeoff at 107.7%. Gotta go back to the engine. We have two flight management computers or control display unit, which interfaces with the FMC. That is your decision height. That is your do you want to see if you want to see what's displayed here? That is your sab trim, and that's your sab trim indicator. Parking brake set to park. Okay guys, and since we're closing up to 10 minutes, I will start another video for the completion of this.